Welcome to another episode of Go Train Your Dog Today. Today it's episode 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4. And today, this episode is about Sebastian. Sebastian is a special dog to me. He is my girlfriend's dog. And what's special about him is his story is different than what you would hear from my stories, from my dogs of raising them from either puppy or rescue. Sebastian was raised with Brittany at first, until she needed and found a trainer, me. So a little bit about Sebastian's story. So when Brittany got him as a puppy around 9 weeks old, there we go, 9 weeks. We'll go with that. 9 weeks. She got him, and I think within a week or two of having him, he got very sick. And in that situation, it was very hard for, Brittany. What is she going to do? Does she just get rid of a puppy she just have? Or does she, take care of it? And she took care of him. He was very sick, very expensive vet bill, but she loved this puppy right away, and she was devoted to him. And that's what's very important when you make this commitment to getting a dog, a puppy or rescue. That's a handshake, and those are important. That's a relationship you're building with that dog. They want to trust you, and they're going to rely on you, and you're going to build an amazing relationship with them. But you got to understand that stuff when you're making that commitment. It's very important. And at first, she got a puppy. Awesome, this is great. And then he's sick. So she got to take care of him. So that's the first thing she did. She took care of him. Living out on the West Coast, he's more of a mixed dog. He's a Pharaoh Hound mix, so he's part Pharaoh Hound, and there's some other stuff bred into him. But what's cool about Sebastian is, he got to do a lot of training with Brittany at a very young age. She already had the concept that dogs needed to have some type of training, so she started right away. Same thing I did with Ivor as a puppy. And she was doing great, he was listening to her, he was doing all these things she wanted. And then what happens is, with most dogs around that adolescent age, things are different. Your dog has more energy, so you want to find more things to do. And then she found me, and she found the Divine Canine Way, and she fell in love with it. And what's great about that is it's my training style that I've taught people with my dogs, Sebastian, with Brittany. It's about the relationship. It's about the amazing bond you get to build with your dog. It's about the amazing bond I got to build with Sebastian, and he's my dog, but he's our dog. He's Brittany's dog, he's different, he's special to me in that way. And I just got to see him going through our training and is learning all these great things. Sebastian's amazing. Yes, you are. He can be off leash. He knows amazing tricks. He knows shaping. He knows frisbee. And this is all learning through our training system. And the thing about this is, what makes this work so great is, this is the way we have all our dogs. And that has made this dynamic as our pack a lot easier. And that's so important to understand when you have a dog like Sebastian who is different than my dogs. My dogs have years together with me. I've been with Sebastian and Brittany for 2 years now. And the relationship is different because I was together with Ivor, Memphis, and Serenity. We had our own little group together, and then we added Brittany and Sebastian to our group. And that just makes it different because Brittany is Sebastian's dog and I have my 3 dogs. So we do a little things differently with our dogs when we're playing with them. But the dynamics of how we do things, the Divine Canine Way, our system, our communication system, the way we work with our dogs. In fact, he's hanging out with me just chilling with Dad. That's great right now. But I'll tell you this, he is a mama's boy and he does love his mommy. But it's just learning that when he's with Dad, it's the same thing as he's with Mom. Our communication is very clear. And it's just the bond we build. He's so excited to see me. The other day, I went and say hi to Brittany on the trail. She goes out on the trail every morning with Sebastian. I came to say hi to him before I left for work. And he just saw me on the trail and he came running. He was just super excited to see me. And that's just great to see because that's a relationship I got to build with Sebastian but it's a relationship I got to build with Brittany, with Sebastian. Because when she needed a trainer, I was able to show her all these great things that you get to do with your dog. And then that translated to all the great things that we get to do with our dogs. And that's why Sebastian loves me. You know, he is such a great dog. And just understanding when it's a challenge for some people, when you bring a dog into a household with multiple dogs. Was it a struggle in the beginning? Not really, to be honest. Why? I believed in our training. I knew Sebastian was a great dog already. I knew our dogs were well balanced in this scenario, and I knew we could make it work with management. See that gate right there? That's something we use with dogs. When you live with multiple dogs, having a gate system is a great way to interact with them in the beginning. You know, it's so easy to have a new dog like Sebastian coming into a house and having a gate that separates the other dogs so they can get used to each other. Going for walks as well is another thing to do. These are just all things we also like to do with our dogs. So that's what's cool about the story about Sebastian is, you know, I got to see how our training is through Brittany and Sebastian's eyes, you know, watching it through seeing their relationship grow. Watching a dog that used to get frustrated with her because he has a lot of energy. You know, he was a young adolescent dog, and he used to get frustrated because he couldn't communicate with Brittany in the beginning until they started working with me. They had a great relationship, but he would get frustrated, as most dogs do, when they don't know, you know, how to communicate with us. If they need, you know, more physical or mental exercise in the end, or they want to do more. So it's just about learning that stuff with your dog. I got to show her shaping. You know, Sebastian can do all these cool things about getting into a bowl, getting on top of a bowl, all these cool little things. He put the goggles on, but you know, and there's all these little cool little tricks he's learned to do, and he's learned through the Divine Canine Way. And Brittany's done an amazing job. You know, she's been committed from the get-go. She has an amazing relationship. She loves her dog, and she just keeps doing things with him because that's what he loves. That's what he wants. He just wants to do things with her, and that's their relationship. And that's what you get to learn and do by having an amazing bond with your dog. But that entails training. That entails doing things with them. That entails him learning how to be off leash, so then he can learn how to catch frisbees. He's able to catch frisbees with her, and that's a fun game they play. There's so many great things we can do with our dogs, and it was just so great to see how Brittany has done an amazing job with Sebastian, but she's taken it to that next level, that level that I love to bring into people's world with their dog. You know, you're at here with your dog, we can take you here and beyond, because that's where my dogs have taken me. That's where Sebastian has taken Brittany. It's all these amazing things that you can do with your dog. I got to see it firsthand through Brittany doing with Sebastian. She's committed with him with her training. She's committed to him with his exercise, and she's committed to the system and management we do with having multiple dogs in the house. For some people, it's like, you want to add a fourth dog? Yeah, sure. Some people are like, yeah, what? No way. But that's us. And we knew what the challenge was going into it, but we knew we could handle it. We're a great team together, me and Brittany. We're a great team with our dogs. They need communication through everyone. And that's so important when you live in a household with dogs. He's a mama's boy. He loves her. That's fine. He listens to me very well. That's great. She has done all the training. I keep it managed. I reinforce the same behaviors that she has taught him, that I've taught her to teach him. And it's very clear, as the same with our dogs. So that's very important. When you're living with your partner and you guys have dogs together, whatever communication your partner uses with your dog, you should learn the same communication as well, because that's going to get your dog to listen to you. Like I said, Brittany did all the training. I helped her with things. But Sebastian knows our training system. He knows how to communicate with us, and that just makes it very clear. That's what's great about having dogs that can be together like this and understand the system. Whereas to us, it's not bad. We can take all the dogs on the trail, go hiking, no problem. Take the dogs out for a walk. It's not an issue because we know how to handle our dogs. They know how to act, and we've taken the time. It's a lot of time. It's our life though, because that's what it is. We've committed our lives to owning and taking care of our dogs. We want to do things with them. And that's what it is. It's about having that great relationship, building that great bond. I got to see it firsthand with Brittany, with Sebastian. And that's where I really see that this training works for anyone. Doesn't matter if it's a puppy, an adolescent dog that I met as Sebastian, started with a great foundation as a puppy. He took the Divine Canine Way, and he's been an amazing dog ever since. He has a great relationship with his mom. He listens to her very well. They can do anything and everything together. And I'm very proud of all the work they've done. It's just great to see that this is the training system that we provide, and it works. And she has been the best example that I have for my training. She is, if you want to know what the Divine Canine Way is, it's not me because I teach it. It's who has done it. She's done it the best. Her and Sebastian. I get to enjoy it with him. He listens to me very well. She did all the work though. So that's what it is in the end. Having multiple dogs, to some people it might be a little crazy. To us, to be honest, they're our kids and it's just a walk in the park. It's everyday normal stuff with them. We get to have that great relationship, but we did put in that work, and that's what it's about. I'll wrap it up here, everyone. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. Head on over to dcsdogs.com. We got that free home guide for you. You got some great training tips in there as well. See you next time, everyone. Take care.